So the Green Recovery Conference is only a few days away, and I hope everyone has registered their places to attend. We've got a fantastic range of businesses from across Swansea convening on Monday the 27th of June at the Branwyn Hall in Swansea. It's going to be an unmissable day, full of discussions on a range of topics and themes, and one of those themes is food. Now, the transformation of our food system, how we buy our food and where it comes from, these are all issues that we could talk about as businesses, and I'm really delighted to say that Castell Howell is sponsoring the food theme at the Green Recovery Conference on Monday, and I'm delighted to be here with Ed Morgan from Castell Howell. Thanks for coming on, Ed.
Well, Shemai, hello Dawn. It's a pleasure to be a part of this conference on Monday.
So Castell Howell supply food to loads of businesses across Swansea and the wider region. Tell us a little bit about the company and what you guys are up to.
That's right, Dawn. Swansea and Sydney, West Wales we've got really good customers and suppliers in the region. So essentially what we do, we're wholesalers and manufacturers to the food service and catering sector. So that includes schools, hospitals, universities, as well as bars, hotels, gastropubs, those kind of establishments.
How much of your food comes from within the region? And are there ways that we could seek to increase that proportion of locally produced food?
But by and large, around 20% of our products by value are sourced from Wales. Within the region, we have numerous quality suppliers based down in Pembrokeshire to up in Swansea and East Talbot. So it's very important for ourselves. We know the environmental impact of any food supply chain is quite significant, but also there are benefits in terms of economic benefits and social benefits that can't be forgotten either. So as a company, our roots are in agricultural Carmarthenshire. The family were farmers, as was I quite a few decades ago. So we do understand the importance of working and having reciprocal trading within the region where we operate.
You mentioned global supply chains, and obviously at the moment with the war in Ukraine, we're hearing a lot about, for example, shortages of wheat around the world. Is that something that you guys have to grapple with daily?
Yes, certainly. I mentioned 20% by value is sourced from Wales. A higher percentage, of course, is from the United Kingdom, but inevitably we have many products which are sourced globally, even things like pasta, chopped tomatoes, rice, basmati rice, for example. So those supply chains, they're not going to be, we're not going to resolve those by growing that type of product indigenously, aren't we? So we see the effect on a daily basis and immediately as well. So, and that affects our contracted prices, and those prices have to be passed on. We try and mitigate the best we can, of course, but much of those prices have to be passed down the supply chain.
I wanted to ask about the sort of skills gap and where you see the opportunities for employment and jobs in the sector.
It's a very competitive marketplace now to attract individuals to work in any sector. However, to match the ambition of Welsh Government and many other stakeholders, we do need to work hard to attract the right kind of person into the food sector. So working with schools and tertiary colleges is critical to achieve these ambitions. Because as we know, the supply chain in itself has been very global and it's evolved into very wide-reaching supply chains and supplier bases. But things are evolving continuously, and I think it's the responsibility of everybody in our supply chain to start thinking slightly differently and take a very pragmatic approach to what can be grown and what can be manufactured here in Wales. But of course, to achieve that, you need the right people who are enthusiastic, skilled, competitively paid as well, well paid. Otherwise, those ambitions will not be achieved.
Well, thank you, Ed. I think there's loads to talk about on food, and hopefully lots of hospitality and food businesses coming to the conference on Monday. So we're really delighted for Castell Howell to be involved in those conversations, and really looking forward to hearing from businesses from across Swansea about what matters to you in terms of sourcing food, where you fit into that local supply chain, and how collectively we can strengthen and develop our regional food system for years to come. I look forward to seeing you all on Monday at the Green Recovery Business Conference in Swansea. Bye for now.